Matthew Cannini now writes for the Wall Street Journal, just really one of the smartest political analysts in America. And he says in his column today, Democrats, you may have already lost the 2028 election. How can Kamala Harris be the front runner? Consider the alternatives: Newsom, Buttigieg, AOC, Shapiro. He's only writing about the general. I talk about the nomination fight, but he basically says these people are still too far left to win a general election. He doesn't talk about whether the Trump economy is any good or who the Republican nominee is going to be. He just says the Democratic brand is horrible and these candidates are horrible. Here's my 8 for 28 most likely Democrats. I still believe Newsom and Shapiro are head and shoulders above the rest of the field. And my next 6 could be in any order. I tried to take AOC off the list, but all my sources said no, even after what she did in Munich. Each of you, again, we're going to move through a bunch of topics here. Just Kevin, what's one change you would make? Either who would you move up or down, or who would you take off and replace them with? Just one suggestion.
I would add John Ossoff, and we've talked about him before.
Who would you take off? Who would you take off to add Ossoff?
I would take off AOC.
Okay. Wow. Okay. You're the only one who says that. All my sources, and not the only one. Most of my sources.
Maybe that's just me being hopeful that I want to win the general election.
Yeah. Larry, what would you change on this?
I would move Kamala Harris up to #1. I don't quite understand why she's not the front runner. If she wants to be in, she gets it.
Yeah. So
I'm assuming. Are you assuming all 8 of these are running? Because if they are running,
I factor that in. I factor in chances that they'll run. That's why I don't have Michelle Obama on here, because she's not going to run. Again, #1 Newsom, 2 Shapiro, 3 Pritzker, 4 Harris, 5 AOC, 6 Buttigieg, 7 Rahm Emanuel, 8 Mark Kelly. Kamala Harris. I'll tell you.
And this is again who's going to win? Who's most likely to win the Democratic primary, not the general election?
Not the general election.
Yep.
One of the things I picked up in my reporting is there's a big sensibility in the Democratic Party. Do not nominate a woman of color, or a gay man. They just say we can't risk it. We've experimented. We can't risk it. And that's why part of why I don't have Kamala Harris higher than 4, because there's just people who say she had her chance. We lost to Donald Trump twice, nominating a woman and a woman of color. And the people in the party I talk to who feel most strongly about this are women and women of color. They just don't want to risk it again.
Unlike 2024, it's not going to be a small group of people deciding. If Kamala Harris gets in, the voters get to decide, and that's going to be an absolute mess.
Correct.
For them.
All I know is I saw photos of Joe Biden last night with his library board, and he's looking pretty fit. One name if we need a straight white man,